Last thing I want to get into today, it's related to this. Is there a part of the planet that is hot? Is there a part of the planet that is cold even in the summer? The answer is yes. So maybe I should ask, where is our planet always cold even during the summer? Where is our planet always cold, even in the summer? Oh, well, okay. The bottom of the ocean is always cold, but that's a different issue. I'm just talking about something way simpler than that. The poles, right? The area around the poles, the Arctic and the Antarctic. Those places are cold even during the summer. And remember, that's kind of weird because we said in the summer, if you're in the Arctic or Antarctic, the sun never sets. But check this out. So if this person is in the summer, then this person living at the South Pole is also in the summer. Why is it cold for that person in the summer? Well, check this out. Even though it's summer, where would this person have to look in the sky to see the sun? Would they be looking straight up? Let me kind of put it from their point of view. Would that person be looking straight up to see the sun in the summer? This person right here? No, right? They'd have to look off to the side. Remember, the sun's kind of going like this for them. It's always at their sides. So basically, they're too far away from the equator to have the sun be very directly overhead. So even in the summer, the sun is kind of at a winter angle. So that's why it stays cold there all year long. Also, it's cold enough there that on the ground, what do you have on the ground everywhere in Antarctica and up in the northern parts of the world? What's all over the ground? What kind of stuff? Ice. And remember, we said that if light skips off the ground, that makes it colder. Well, ice is even more reflective than dirt or rock is. So that means in these Arctic and Antarctic areas, not only do they get the skipping from the shallow angle, they also get more light skipping off the ice. So it gets even colder. So if it gets cold enough for ice to get on the ground, that ice will make it colder by bouncing even more sunlight off. So it's kind of a feedback loop, all right? Okay, last question here. Last question. Where's a part of the planet that is always hot, even in the winter? In fact, there's some parts of the planet where people living there don't even really think of it being winter in the winter. Yeah, in the tropics, right? Or near the equator in the tropics. If you're in the tropics, even when you're tilted away from the sun is still pretty high in the sky. So essentially, if you're in the tropics, all year long, the sun is always going to be roughly overhead. It might not be as overhead in the winter, but it's still pretty overhead. So you get a summertime type sun even in the winter. Whereas in the poles, you're going to get a wintertime side sun even in the summer. So it stays cold all year long. It's only really in between the Arctic and the tropics and in between the Antarctic and the tropics where you really get both.